how are you all? So this is probably the worst time for me to do this video, seeing my colour looks like this. But I decided to film a video just with 5 tips about your hair. I'm not a hairstylist or a hairdresser, so don't hold me to these. This is just what I've worked out that work with me. Okay, so number 1 thing is find brands and products that you trust that are also good for your hair. Now some people, a lot of people actually, go to the supermarket and just buy the first bottle of shampoo and conditioner that they see. That is not good. A lot of those have different things that can seal your hair, make them more prone to breakage, more prone to burnage, even when you're like bleaching your hair. So it's always recommended that you do use a silicone-free shampoo and conditioner, which I do use. I use the Bedhead brand. I've only got the conditioner. I do have other stuff of this, obviously. So yeah, I use that one because one, it was recommended to me by my hairdresser because my hair was not very good for a long time. Also, it is for dry, damaged hair. That's what I definitely had a problem with. And also it's good for keeping colour, usually. I use Tresemme for some things as well. Now the shampoo and conditioner is bad for your hair, but the rest of the products aren't as bad. Then we've got my 2 Schwarzkopf brands that I use. This is my Daily Oil Elixir and my Oil Repair Spray. I use both of these after I've washed my hair. This one while it's still wet and this one when it's dry. And then I also use Batiste Dry Shampoo. This is the new vegan one that came out. It is a lot better than the other one that they had, and I swear by this, but more about that later. Alright, so all of those are pretty good for your hair. I have gone through different brands and all that, and these are the ones that seem to work with my hair the most. So these are the ones I use. Obviously you guys might use something different, but yeah. Alright, tip number 2 is wash your hair with cold or cool water, and nowhere near as often as you think you should. Now I used to be one of those people that used to wash my hair every 2 days with pretty warm water, and it was not good for my hair. I was getting little bits of, I think it was like a dandruffy type thing happening, and yeah, I was also using terrible shampoos and conditioners at the time. So when I wanted to especially do my vivid colours, my hairdresser was like, look, you need to change your shampoo and conditioner, you need to wash it with cold water because it does last a hell of a lot longer. So I did all those changes. I do wash my hair every 3rd or 4th day. This is day 4 at the moment. It's a little bit gross, but I've also been doing photos all week, so I have heaps of hairspray through the front of my hair too. But see, it doesn't look too bad, does it? It's got dry shampoo, it's got heaps of hairspray in the fringe, but it doesn't look terrible. Where usually it would be a greasy, oily mess and disgusting if I used the other products that I used to use. So I do believe that it has helped a lot, especially when I do have my vivid colours. I have noticed a difference. This colour was not well protected, but I do have concerts in 2 weeks, so I was kind of rinsing it out for that as well. So yeah, I use lukewarm water, so not cold, unless it's in summertime, then go your hardest with the cold water. But especially in winter, I don't go as cold as I should, and that's really why my hair colour doesn't last as long, but it still is pretty good for what it is. And yes, I have noticed a complete difference because every time I used to dye my hair, it would run out in like 2 weeks, where this one, at least, usually, it does last a hell of a lot longer than what it used to. So wash your hair with cold water, and not as often as you think, because it can also kill the good oils in your hair. Yes, so if you wash it more than, well, if you wash it every couple of days, it does strip all the good oils from your hair, and you do need those. It does help a lot, and otherwise your hair turns a bit disgusting. Now the first couple of times, I will admit, the first couple of times you do wash your hair in cold water and with a 3 to 4 day gap, it does feel gross. You get used to it and then it goes better. So it does take that little extra time, but the first couple of times I washed my hair with cold water, it was so much softer and like shinier. But yeah, it does take a while to get used to, and I'm still trying to get used to it, and I've been doing it for like 3 years. But yes, it does work, and it works well. Point number 3, use heat protectors before you use any type of heat in your hair, because yes, that can damage the follicles in your hair, and it can just kill your hair completely. So I use this one, the Tresemme Keratin Smooth. I do need to get a new one of these. I am trying to phase it out. I had this one left over from when I used to use it all the time, but it does work. It really limits the amount of dryness in your hair. Just give it like a spray over. You can brush it in if you want. You can just kind of leave it. Then dry your hair and it will work so much better. It even dries quicker sometimes. So keep that in mind as well. I also use this before I straighten my hair, just for an extra layer of protection. You can use it when you curl your hair as well. It does work. But yes, please heat protect your hair. Your hair will thank you for it, and it will love you better. Point number 4, dry shampoo is amazing. Now, my hair doesn't like to stay very nice for very long. It's gotten better since I've done the 4-day wash, but usually on day 3 and 4 I do use the dry shampoo just to keep it looking a little bit less oily. So you just grab this, shake it up, spray it a little bit, and then you massage it into your hair, then brush it through, and it does make it look 100 times better. But make sure that they've only just released these. These are the natural ones. The other ones are good as well, but if you use too much of it, you might start choking on it. Because I definitely did that, and I was choking out family. And then this one, a lot better. Doesn't choke you as much. And lucky last, number 5, all hair dyes are different for every person. So this is another one where you have to find your hair dye, or hair dye brand that works for you. I have tried every brand that Australia has to offer pretty much, apart from one because that's only just come out. So I've tried Dare, I forgot what it was called for a second then. I've tried a couple of them, I can't really remember the names of them all. But the one that works best for me is Manic Panic. This is the colour that I have been going lately. This is the After Midnight Blue. This one does hold longer in my hair. It makes it feel really well nourished, and it makes my hair feel amazing. But the instructions don't work well on me. So I believe that they say to leave in for 20 minutes. Okay, so this says to apply to clean, dry hair and saturate your hair completely, avoiding your scalp. Then to leave it on for at least 30 minutes and then wash it out. So I don't do that. I do this with usually dirty hair, and you know, you do the whole thing. I do my scalp as well. It does take a little while to get off your scalp. I do realise that, so a lot of people avoid doing that. And it says leave on for half hour. I usually leave it on for 45 minutes, just because my hair takes that little bit extra to really grab on and hold onto the colour. I then shampoo and condition my hair afterwards, but I don't massively scrub my head. I wash it out as much as I can with just the water, and then use a little bit of shampoo just to get the rest of it like off your scalp, and then condition it really quickly so that it holds on. But yeah, that's what I use. Other people will be different. Some people this will be too long for their hair. Other people like me, it will not hold as well with the time that they suggest. And other people, this just doesn't work for at all. It doesn't work for my hairdresser. It doesn't work for somebody else that I know. My mum uses this one, but her hair works with every hair colour, I swear. She just leaves it on for that little extra as well, and yeah, it works well for her, works well for me, and yeah, I would recommend this one. Again, I'm not a hairdresser, I'm not sponsored by any of these people, but this is my favourite. Alright, that was a weird, short, sharp and shiny video. I hope you like it. Again, I'm not a hairdresser or a hairstylist. This is just what I've worked out that works for me. So some of these might work for you, some of them might not. Every person's different, Every person is valid, all of their choices matter. Yeah, just find the one that's right for you, find the choices that are right for you, and you will be golden. Alright, please like and subscribe if you liked this video. It helps me, it helps you. Ring that bell as well, so you get my notifications. Comment below anything that you think will work on my hair, or things that you have tried that have worked or haven't worked. And yeah, I will see you next week for another video. Bye. I can't say that word. Schwarzkopf.